Hello there, everybody. This is Gerald Snivy, and welcome back to more Let's Play Ratchet and Clank. Today we are going to be beginning the last bits and pieces of this game. Well, more or less. Welcome to the extras. In today's part, it's going to be a long one. And the next one is going to be even longer. Huzzah! In today's part, we're going to be heading out to all the planets of which I've missed gold bolts on, and boy, let me tell you, there's a good number of them. Or more or less, I missed a lot of them, but whatever, that's another story for another day. Now let's talk about gold bolt number 1. Or more or less, let's just talk about them in general first, before I get into gold bolts and how to get to them, etc. The gold bolts themselves, they're hidden very well within this game, and yeah, it took a lot of time and effort to find them, and heck, I even needed to look up a guide in order to locate some of these SOBs. Not fun, but still, it was an adventure. I learned some new things. Also encountered a couple more glitches here and there. Laughed at them as I went along, but whatever. Still had fun, but at the same time I didn't. Gold bolts. Are they worth it? Yes. Yes, they are. Are they worth locating them all? Yes. And that reason is solely for the gold weapons, which we will be going over a little while later. Now let's talk about gold bolt number 1, which I'm going to be collecting here very shortly. Gold bolt number 1 is located within this area. In order to get to it, you need the Hydro Pack upgrade for Clank. The reason why you need the upgrade is because the current will be pushing you constantly. You might be able to get it by glitching your way through, by jumping out of the water again and again, but then again, I don't know. Never tried it, I just decided to wait till the post-game to find it. But really, it's not too hard to locate that one. It just takes a little bit of looking around, and also the map-o-matic will help you sometimes. Especially when it comes to the later bolts. But it's still an adventure to locate them all. For this one, can't believe I completely missed this one. It's right up here, like right near the start, right where your ship lands. All you have to do is just wall jump that there wall by the first door within the sewer-like area, which is right here, and bada bing bada boom, gold bolt is yours. Definitely one of the simpler gold bolts to find, but to tell the truth, I kind of had to look up a guide to locate that one, but hey, one of the default, blah. Sometimes I don't think very well. I don't think rationally, I just feel like those were not even close to the right words I wanted to say. Dang it. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to Planet Aradia. There are 2 gold bolts here. And I hit my desk again. Dang it. The first gold bolt is right here. It's right where Skid McMarks' agent is located. You'll need the magnet boots in order to get up to this area because there's no other way to get up here. You need magnet boots to climb up the magnetic surface. That's... Also, I'm quite tired today. Don't know why. Just... everything has been kind of... meh. In other words, I've kind of had a bad day. But... taking one down, and I'm not singing a sad song just to turn it around. With this gold bolt, it wasn't too hard to get. I just made it a lot harder than it needed to be during the main playthrough. You just have to jump over the brown stuff, which looks like dirt. Soundtrack. What the heck? Okay, report pack, you're being weird today. What's up with you? I've never had that happen before. But, anyways. As I was trying to say, the previous gold bolt, not too hard to get to. Just find, just go towards where the first gold bolt was located on Planet Aradia. And jump on the platform after jumping out of the brown stuff once, and bada bing bada boom, you're good to go. Now for this planet. This gold bolt is pretty easy to locate. Well, actually, I've already collected I collected one of the gold bolts already during my main playthrough. This one was one of them that I missed. In order to get to this one, you have to have either the helipack or the thruster pack, one of the two. And you have to use this once you get on top of the obstacle course. And just glide yourself down to that building on the left there, and bada bing, bada boom, gold bolt is yours. Also, I know I'm kind of going through a play-by-play kind of thing, but really I just feel like talking about those, because I didn't come up with a list of topics again. Dang it. Oh well, at least we got the gold bolts needed for that planet. All three of them. Onward to the next planet. And on that planet, this is where we find one more gold bolt. Isn't it? Yes. Oh, and also, during this run, I decided to go after a couple of skill points I knew I could get. This is one of them. This is any 10. All you have to do is just take out 10 vehicles that are flying around in the background. They won't fire back, so you can take them out with either the Devastator or the Blaster. It's more so recommended to use the Devastator because it can lock onto targets. Okay, next thing I'm going to... Oh, forgot to mention. Some of the skill points you get in this game are linked to trophies. And that was one of them. That's awesome. Once I finished everything in the game, I've pretty much gotten every single trophy except for 2 of them. I know, I've checked recently. One of the 2 trophies I've yet to collect is to collect 1 million bolts, and the second trophy I've yet to get is to buy all the gold weapons in the game. That's it. All the gold weapons. Excuse me. Now for this gold bolt. This was quite an annoying one to get. Why? Because I just couldn't get up to that ledge. Until I decided to do a thruster ground pound, and it gave me enough height to hit the hitbox of the gold bolt and allowed me to collect it. I don't think there's any other way to collect that gold bolt that I know of. So in order to get to that gold bolt, you need the thruster pack. Yeah, you need the thruster pack because it'll give you the ground pound ability, and that in turn will give you extra height. But of course you won't be able to grab onto ledges that way, it just doesn't work. Now, back to the Blarg Station. The Blarg Station, this gold bolt was taunting me for quite some time. Remember during my main playthrough that we were outside with Clank? Yeah. Now we have that. Now that we have the O2 mask, we can freely explore Clank's area as Ratchet. And in turn it'll allow us to collect this gold bolt very easily. Also, I don't think there's any way you can get to that gold bolt as Clank. Reason is because of his jump height is just bad. He can't jump very high, and there's nothing really you can do about it. And that's that. Gold bolt for the Blarg Station is now ours. Want to know how to get back more quickly? Just die. Sometimes committing suicide is much faster than actually traversing back by foot when you're trying to get back to a previous area. So, I guess I've learned that trick from like speedrunners and whatnot, even though I didn't see a speedrun of this game whatsoever. But I have seen similar techniques used in other games. Now for Planet Regula. Blah. Planet Blah. That's it. Blah. Rilgar. Whatever. It's Blackwater City. Remember this area where we had to run through this gauntlet while the room was slowly filling up with water? Well, it turns out there's a secret tunnel down here. It's a secret tunnel. And I'm not going to go into song because we don't need to do that. We don't do that in this house. Also, you need the O2 mask in order to get down here. Why? Because there are no air pockets whatsoever throughout the entire tunnel. And also, just getting back there, you also need the O2 mask. Did I say that you needed the thruster pack in order to get through water current earlier? I lied. Again. I don't remember the name of the upgrade, but it allows Clank to go through water much more quickly. You need that upgrade. That's it. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. But anyways, Blackwater City, we got all the gold bolts here. Nothing else really for us to do except get the skill points, which we'll be doing so in the next video. Fun times! Fun times are ahead. Now for this gold bolt. This was a pain in the frickin' butt to find. I mean, really. I searched high and low and could not find this SOB anywhere. Until I eventually started saying, hey, why don't I just look down random cliffs or something? Maybe I'll find it that way. And lo and behold, there it was. And also, I had a pretty good idea where it was located anyway because of the door that was constantly closed and was taunting me for years on end. But that's all behind us now. Let's get going to the next one. Alright, Planet Gaspar. This gold bolt... Remember a while ago I tried to get to this gold bolt during the main playthrough? Well, I was going about it I went through this the wrong way. However, I corrected that wrong now, obviously. Turns out there was a secret passage on the left path where you got the little mind control helmet of sorts. Yeah, secret path. And it's another secret tunnel. It's full of lava and guys with machine guns that want to jump all around as if they were frickin' Mexican jumping beans. That's always fun, right? Well, it's even more fun zapping them with the Tesla claw. Yeah, you're gonna need something like this here. Or the blaster, whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat. Also, the area can be pretty dark too, so don't be afraid to turn up the brightness on your television. Or monitor. Or whatever. Doesn't matter. You don't have to kill all the enemies, but you do have to kill a certain amount of them to get them out of your way. And like that, the path is cleared, and the gold bolt is ours. Also, there are plenty of ammo boxes up here, so if you only use one weapon throughout the entire tunnel, well then goody goody. Free ammo refill and pretty much filled up everything in your gun. Yeah, free ammo is nice. Especially when it comes to more expensive weapons. Next up, Planet Orxon. Oh joy, Planet frickin' Orxon. Oh man, I hate this planet. I seriously frickin' hate this planet. Now, for the first thing that we're going to be doing, we're not going to be going after any of the gold bolts straight away. Instead, we're actually going to use our hard-earned bolts to buy us the Ultra Nanotech. For the Ultra Nanotech, we got ourselves a silver trophy and three more hits. So that is excellent news. Bringing our our health all the way up to 8 hits. So that is really awesome and very, very helpful. Now for this gold bolt. This one I could not figure out for the life of me, because there was a path that was completely blocked off and I didn't know how I would be able to get through here until I looked up the guide and it said, use the Visibomb gun and or the Devastator to blow up these doors on one side and then run all the way to the other. That's basically what we're going to be doing here. So with the Visibomb gun, just shoot through the tunnel and navigate it until you reach these pink-like doors. Just slam them right in and bada bing, bada boom. Knock them all out until you see the other side of the tunnel, and that'll mean your path is completely cleared. And from there, just head to the other side and make your way through without dying, if that wasn't obvious. But either way, didn't figure it out, blah. Didn't figure it out until I looked up a guide. Wanna know what guide I used? I used a guide on Game FAQs. Thank you, Game FAQs. Definitely saved me a lot of frickin' trouble. Also, one fun little fact that Fun fact, this was the only gold bolt I grabbed right now. The reason is because I forgot to grab the other one that was on this planet. And I didn't figure this out until I completed Velden. I went and checked my totals and I was like, oh shit, I missed one. So I had to wait until the first recording session of the gold bolt run was finished, processing on the Elgato software, and I decided to just sit my butt back down, record some more, get the last gold bolt that I missed, and then after that, I decided to go after skill points during the session. Not every single one in one session though, because there was one that really gave me a lot of trouble, which I'll go over in the next video. But I'm pretty sure you know the one that I'm talking about. The one that's described as the hardest skill point in the game. And it involves hoverboard racing. Wanna know how? Well, I'll tell you next time. Right now, gold bolt on Orxon is ours. However, we're not done here. Even though we're going to be leaving the planet and going to another one. As if it was the one gold bolt that I missed. Whatever. We all make mistakes. I'll come back eventually. Next up, this place. This place has a gold vault of its own, and it's located within a secluded area, and you need the O2 mask in order to get this gold vault, which you can get very easily here during the main quest. If you can even call it that, but whatever. Also, while I was here, I decided to go through and destroy as many of the explosive boxes underwater as possible. The reason is because they are linked to a skill point. And that skill point is go underwater and destroy all the explosive boxes. Locating them wasn't too hard. It really wasn't. I mean, they stand out underwater anyway. Even on the PlayStation 2 version of the game, they still stand out. Sure, they take a little bit of time to locate, but hey, they're not too hard to find. And also, I decided not to go after them all in one shot. However, I did go through most of them. There's only 2 sets left. And after that, the skill point will be mine. Or ours. If you're playing along and using this as a guide. Now for this area. This particular area is infested with pufferfish and also evil mind freaks that want to shoot stuff from their brains, which sounds seriously gross. It's gross, it's disgusting, and it doesn't deserve to be here. And also they're pink. It's big, it's scary, and pink! And that's exactly what it is. As for the area itself, it's not too hard to navigate through, so long as you use the right weapons. There was one little mistake I made throughout this gauntlet, and that was to try to show off the morphing ray. The reason was because I didn't really show off the morphing ray that much. And to tell the truth, the morphing ray just isn't that good in this game. There are definitely better variants in future Ratchet and Clank games, no pun intended. The reason why this is so good is because it takes quite a bit of time to morph some of the smaller enemies into chickens. And even if you successfully morph one, it doesn't necessarily mean that you aren't going to take some damage. But it's still funny to look at after you morph them into chickens. Also, that brain freak, mind freak, whatever, sure loves blowing up its friend. Hey, at least we turned it into a chicken. And we like chickens. Especially when we cook them. Okay, let's stop talking about cooking and eating chickens. Let's talk about something else. Well, when I'm recording this video, a couple of weeks ago, Robin Williams has unfortunately taken his own life. How do I feel about this? Well, I feel bummed. I felt really sad of his passing. The reason was because, well, I really liked him as an actor. His most memorable role in acting, in my personal opinion, has to be when he was playing as the genie from Aladdin, the Disney version. When I first found out about this, I came across it on an article on MSN. And this was like a couple of weeks ago. I know this is a bit late news, but I feel like talking about it. Also, my heart goes out to those who feel really, really sad about Robin Williams passing. And also, my heart goes to his family and loved ones. I know they're suffering the most. I mean, heck, I'm pretty sure... Anyway, never mind. I don't know where I'm going with this, but my heart goes out to his family and close friends. So, question of the day. What was your favorite personal moment from Robin Williams? Was it when he was playing as the genie in Aladdin, or was it something else? Let me know in the comments section below. I would love to hear it. I know I kind of say that a lot, but really, I just don't care. Of course, I still care about Robin Williams passing. It makes me sad. It is sad that he's gone. But at least we know that he'll finally be happy and he's in a better place. Now let's move on from that and move on to Planet Hoven and get the next 2 gold bolts, which again were quite a pain in the frickin' butt to find. Now for the first one. The first one is located within this particular place where you have to fill the place filled with water. Blah. Not the right words once again, do we? You have to fill this particular area with water, and lots of water. You need to fill this place up, otherwise you won't be able to reach this gold bolt. Not sure why I didn't spot it during my main playthrough, but it happens. Also, if you can hear that outside, there are some crows. We all like crows. Because they're crows and they go crow crow. And they grow. Okay, enough of that. Also, I have my window open. That's why you can possibly hear the crows. Along with other things, if they come to mind. But hey, at least I'm not one of those people who have a motorcycle problem. If you can catch my drift. And by problem, I mean like motorcycles frequently showing up in the videos, and if you know what I mean. Now for this gold bolt, took a little bit of time to find, but once I found it, it was bleh. Getting to it simple, finding it was another ordeal altogether. And with that, this planet is done as we glitch slide towards the ground. But at least I didn't fall off the face of the earth and fall right through and then die. Thank God it wasn't one of those moments. Alright, next up, it is Atlantis Orbit. Or whatever the name of the planet orbit is. Whatever, let's go. Excuse me. Okay, for this gold bolt, remember this here gauntlet with the rising and lowering acid? Well, within the first room here, or more or less the second one, you'll find this here tunnel. Long jump towards it without failing, and that gold bolt will be yours. Pretty easy to get to, but it takes a little bit of time to navigate to this point. But hey, it's not too bad. Not a bad gold bolt to get. Seriously, it really isn't. It wasn't one of those gold bolts that was a major pain in the frickin' butt to get. And before we leave, I'm going to show a little something off here that you can get to this secret blah. There's a secret area up here. Right in the area where you previously fought Captain Quark in space. If you wall jump up here, you'll get to this secret. You'll find a secret elevator, ride it up, and here we are. Up here we can buy 5 of the 10 gold weapons in the game. I think. Is it 5 or is it 4? It looks like it's 4. 3... No, it's 5. You can buy half of the gold weapons up here, and you can also do this during your first playthrough. You don't need to worry about doing this in challenge mode or anything, so that's good for you. However, gold weapons cost not only gold bolts, but also a good amount of regular bolts as well. So I would suggest holding on to your bolts until you get the Rhino. Because once you get the Rhino, then you don't really need to worry about saving your bolts until you're actually saving up to get the gold weapons, in which case, good luck. The gold weapons will take quite a bit of time to get. And also, it's easier to get the gold weapons and all 10 of them during your second playthrough of the game. During challenge mode. Because all 10 of the gold weapons will become available to you. And I think it's easier to get additional bolts during the playthrough anyway. Now for the next planet. Let's go. And we still got 10 more minutes to go. Yay. I'm going on a marathon. Marathons are fun. Before we get, or more or less, this gold bolt, there's a way to glitch up here and pretty much max out the range of your... Damn it, brain fart. Slingshot. That's it. Slingshot. Normally, you're supposed to go through the upper city and swing your way from slingshot to slingshot in order to get up here. However, if you stand within a certain proximity of one of the slingshot points on the roof, you can get to one particular slingshot point and swing pretty much, yeah. What I'm trying to say is, you can take a shortcut, and a major one at that. And also, I didn't find this out until I actually took the route to get to it the legitimate way. The reason was because one of the routes, or the route that it expects you to take, it involves going through the upper city. And also, it was a green area on my map. Also, fun fact, if you manage to take the shortcut I took, and decide to go backwards just for curiosity's sake, you can actually get inside this building. And really, you are not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be in this building at all. And if you happen to be in this building, you're going to have to get out in one of two ways. One is to just save and reload the game. The other way is doing what I do here, and that is to navigate your way through what I like to call Glitchland. Glitchland! The glitchiest land of all lands, and the land of the free and land of glitchiness. What is this, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 again? Except in Ratchet and Clank? What's next? Are we gonna stand on loop-de-loops? By stand, I mean like stand completely upside down. Are we gonna go uphill on a snowboard and just go around in circles? What are we gonna do now? So, if you happen to find yourself in this situation, best bet or easiest way to get through this is just to save, reload the game. Or you can be like me and decide to say, hey, I'm just going to keep my game session going, and I'm going to find a way out of here. Funny thing is, some walls you can wall jump off of, and others you can't. So, really your best bet is just to feel around to see where you can and can't go, and keep jumping as well. That'll definitely help. Reason why I even came back here, I came here by accident the first time. Second time I thought about coming back here intentionally, and I'm gonna see if I can find my way out without having to reload the game, if you can catch my drift. I know this has taken me quite a while in order to get out of here, but trust me, it's worth it. It's worth figuring out these different things. Also, wall jumping and clinging onto invisible platforms, that is one of your best bets at getting out of here. Also, I do apologize that the video seems a little dark in some places. It's not necessarily my fault. Now we're pretty much in the final stretch of Glitchland. You can get out of here in one of two ways now. Continue moving forward and just jump for it and you'll land on the platform below. Or you can be like Spider-Man and just slingshot your way out. Whatever works for you and whatever floats your boat. Really, slingshotting your way out is really it's the harder of the two methods. My suggestion, just jump. When you get to this point, just jump out and you'll eventually you'll land back in bounds, which is a good thing. And there we go. We're back in bounds and everything is good to go. Everything's bright as rain. Now to search for the remaining gold bolts that I missed throughout the city. And this is one of them. This one and one more gold bolt took me quite a long while to find. I mean, really. That took quite a lot of looking around on the mini-map, searching around. Well, actually not the mini-map, just the map in general. Just looking around, seeing where haven't I gone to yet? Where haven't I been? And for this gold bolt, It's like right next to the other one I just grabbed. Really. It was that close. I can't believe I missed it that easily. Oh well, what can you do, am I right? Also, I looked up a guide and that was how I found it. Next planet, here we come! And this next planet is Cortu. We're heading back to planet Cortu, aka Clank's home planet. Now for these gold bolts. This one's pretty easy to get to. Complete the optional mission to get this robot thing, I didn't know what it was for, and use it to open this door. There's no other way to get into it, unless you glitch your way in, which I wouldn't be surprised if someone actually did that for speedrun tactics. Also, I've never seen a speedrun of this game, period. No speedruns on either the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 versions. Yay me. Yay for lacking knowledge. And now, we're heading back to where Clank's mom's located. Because up here, a little slingshot point where you can go to a secret area, and there we go. Another gold bolt for you and me. Yay! Now it is time to head off to this planet and head on off to Veldin, I believe. Isn't it? Well, we'll find out as soon as we get back to the ship. I can't quite remember everything. Also, I never really gone over as far as editing this is concerned. Editing these videos together, well, it wasn't a nightmare like it was with Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 extra content. Well, that was my error due to the fact that I decided to record all of the extra content for 4.5 hours straight. This one I decided to go with multiple recording sessions, which was the smarter move. And for this one, I did have some trouble editing this in Vegas Pro 13. It kept crashing again and again. Why, I have no freaking idea. So I decided to suck it up and decide to go and try to get Adobe Premiere Pro CC. And I ran a trial version of it. Reason why I chose the trial? I feel like running a trial. Didn't want to risk my computer when it comes to piracy, per se. I don't want to be a pirate. Now for this gold bolt, which technically should be the last one in the game. To get to this one, you need the taunter. I wouldn't think to use the taunter in a place like that, but whatever, lures the enemy over to press the switch, and there we go. What should be the last gold bolt in the game is ours. But like I stated before, it's not the last, because I missed one here on Orksan. And we're going to be getting that now, and this video will soon be coming to a close. In the next 25 seconds or so. But whenever the deed is done, all the gold bolts are ours. And also, I think we got a trophy, I just forgot to show it. But whatever. The deed is done, we're finished with gold bolt hunting. This is General Snivy with Let's Play Ratchet and Clank. Thank you all so much for watching. And next time, we're going to be going out to collect the remaining skill points. See y'all later.